There will be situations, I imagine, where you may have the unhoused say, I don't want to go in, I want to stay here on the boardwalk. Then what do you do?
Well, the current situation right now is the LAPD has the ability to enforce no camping in the park or on the beaches. That's been on the books. That was never off the books.
So let's see how the sheriff responds to that.
The point is, Mike, and this is you haven't figured out yet, if you did your job, I would never be in Venice. If the Board of Supervisors did their job, I'd never be in Venice. But since they haven't done their job, the City Council hasn't done their job, you in particular, of all people, have not done your job. That forced us to take action because now lives are at stake.
He came in, he didn't know what the hell he was doing. He wasn't familiar with the area. He didn't know who the service providers were, and he didn't come in offering people a single bed. He came in, and we were doing outreach for this program. He confused the hell out of people.
So Mike Bonin says the sheriff, the police, should be doing their job, enforcing the laws to get the homeless out of the beach areas. He says they're not doing their job. Then when the sheriff comes out to do that, to enforce laws and to get people off of the beach, off of the sidewalks, make things safer, then Bonin says, then look, the cop comes down here and just confuses everybody. So what do you want, Mike? Because you're saying they're not doing their job. And then they come out to try and do their job and you say, stop it, you're just confusing everybody. You're not offering them our services, the stuff that we want to do. But Mike, that's your job and that's not working. That's why he has to do his job. It's such a little conundrum. It's so simple and so hypocritical that it makes it confusing.
Sheriff Villanueva put out a statement reacting to Bonin's new initiative. It reads in part, the Venice community is tired of empty promises and lawlessness. Bonin's plan only ensures that more homeless will continue to pour into Venice from all over the USA.
Bonin says the sheriff denied journalists First Amendment rights during last summer's protests. He accused the sheriff of allowing those so-called gangs to operate within the department. He accused the sheriff of using a racist, sexist slur against County Supervisor Hilda Solis.
Since he can't rely on his policies and his track record, he places blame on them. And he tweets all these bad things.
We're talking about an email that was sent out by Mike Bonin's staff. It was an email that was meant for a small group of people, but it was leaked. Email sent by Levine to the city attorney's office, complaining about a man who's been living outside Mike Bonin's field office on Manchester Avenue. It says in part, we have a person permanently staying in front of our office who is disruptive to our ability to work and blocks the entrance.
There's a homeless person in front of his office. What a great opportunity to bring the cameras out and film Mike Bonin going up to him and saying, sir, I see you're down on your luck. We have services for you. You can go to this housing over here, you can do that. Instead, one of his staffers sends an email that gets leaked saying, get rid of this homeless person. But if your whole policy and what you think is going to be better is to offer them services, why don't you do it? You're such a talker and you're not a doer.
Jack Gold is the person who's been living outside of Mike Bonin's office for the last 2 months.
We have a person permanently staying in front of our office.
As Jack reads the email written about him.
What's that last one? Please let me know as soon as possible. Okay, yeah, so I'm out of here.
He packs up his belongings and moves away from the building's entrance.
Don't want to be a problem to anybody.
And then Bonin says, I didn't know about that. My staffer is stupid and she did it.
Member Bonin didn't know about this, and it isn't how he personally would have handled it. He believes our response to homelessness and encampments on public property needs to lead with housing and services, not enforcement. That's what we tried to get some answers from the person who wrote it. It didn't go well. Hannah,
I'm sorry,
we're not doing you regarding that email.
We're not doing this evening, ma'am. Ma'am.
Excuse, miss, stop, miss, no. We have nothing, miss, we have nothing to back it up with. Our policies aren't working. Don't talk to us. All right, let's get some more info from an organizer of Recall Mike Bonin. Darren, the organizer we're gonna talk to.
homelessness is part of it. I mean, I think if you live in Venice, that's probably, a big part of it.
Darren Reef-Snyder is one of the recall organizers, and she says while the homeless crisis is a major issue, she also says Bonin has broken a slew of promises to his constituents.
So I'm here in Brentwood with Darren Reef-Snyder.
I had contacted Bonin's office and I wasn't getting any response. And basically, this neighborhood, the 7 years that I've lived here, it's completely changed. When I first moved in, it was very safe. Everyone knew each other. It was, at night, people would be out walking their dogs, and that just is not the case anymore. It's a very, very unsafe area now. To me, that there's services available, and if people aren't taking them, and if people are, camping or on the sidewalk, that's breaking a law. We need to enforce the laws. They're there for a reason. But, I don't want to trivialize the difficulty of homelessness as an issue to solve, but I just don't think that you can call what Mike Bonin has done as solving anything. It's only gone in the wrong direction. We have to get more than 27,000 signatures just to make sure that we hit, 27,000 valid signatures. So we're also asking for, financial donations.
So if this doesn't work, how long are we stuck with Bonin?
Local elections are different, so if we don't get enough signatures, Bonin will be in office until December 2022.
Awesome. Well, thanks, Darren, for everything. I'll put some links and how people can help, reach out to me or to you.
Please donate. Please consider just $100. Any small amount will help. It's, it will be spent on things that will help to get him out, and we are very grateful for all the donations.